Hi guys, so once again, this video is completely spontaneous. I didn't plan anything, I didn't make any note. But guys, I have to tell you something, okay? My life completely turned around in 2 days, and I'm not lying. And the reason it did was because I was making a very big and a very important decision today. Actually yesterday, but I wanted to sleep about it one day, and today was the day where I was like fully settled into that decision, and I was like, I'm ready, okay? And I can't even explain to you how my reality around me reacted to me making that decision. It was like this. Like all of the sudden, all of the opportunities were raining into my life. And I was like, wow, like why is that happening all of the sudden right now? And I know it. It was happening because I was quantum jumping. I quantum jumped right now into a different timeline. And I knew that I quantum jumped because in the span of 2 days, my life completely turned around. Everything is different. I can't tell you the details because it's private, you know, I don't talk too much about my private life. But everything happened in the span of 2 days. All of a sudden, I meet people. All of a sudden, I get opportunities. All of a sudden, everything starts like raining into my life. And I don't even have to lift a single finger for it. Trust me, guys, if you are in a position right now, like I was, because I always want to have security. I always want to feel safe. I always want to feel comfort. But this is not where you grow. You can't grow in your comfort zone, okay? And I feel like the universe was like forcing me almost to make that decision to show me this is a new era of your life right now. You have to make that decision in order to create and reach your higher self. It was the hardest, the biggest, and the most emotional decision I ever made. I cried. Yesterday, I cried for hours. I was like, I don't know if I'm ready. And I called some of my friends and I was like, what do you think about this? Do you think it's the right decision? I'm so scared that I make the wrong decision. And all of them were like, yeah, it's the right decision, Alessa. You need to have this right now. You need to do this right now. It was the scariest decision I ever made. And it will probably remain the most and the biggest, scariest decision I ever made in my whole life, honestly. But I was like, okay, I have to do it now. Like, I'm getting all of these signs. Everything and everyone is telling me this is the right thing. You need to do it now. You know, surrender, let go, and trust. So I did. It was so hard, but I was like, you know what? I fully trust myself. And then I was like, if I'm making a decision out of a state of pure love, how can this not be divinely approved? If I make a decision, for example, based off of my ego, this would be something else. But the decision I made was out of pure love for me and everyone involved. So I made that decision, and today was the day where it became reality, because yesterday I was like, okay, I still need to sleep one day over this decision. I made that decision, and my life, it was like, you know, the universe took me to another level in the span, I'm not lying, in the span of an hour. As if it was showing me, right decision, you're ready for this. Right decision, keep going. As if it was rooting for me to make that decision. And I was in Bali. For 10 days. And this was the most spiritual vacation I have ever had. So much time during this vacation to go inside and to ask myself, what do I want from life first? And second, what do I want for myself? Where am I in life right now? And what can I do to reach the next level of evolving? I don't want to reach, you know, it was not about material goals. It was not about anything else, not about social goals, not about gaining this, I don't know, you know, fame or anything else. It was about what can I do to evolve more energetically. And I didn't have an answer. And I landed here in Germany again. I was at home, and all of a sudden, this decision was like being planted into my head. And I was like, I know what I need to do. I know exactly what I need to do, so I did. I'm going to tell you something. There's this quote, and it says, if you are scary to jump, this is exactly when you have to jump. Otherwise, you'll end up staying in the same place your whole life. And this is what I did. I jumped into the cold water, not knowing if there's anything that will catch me, not knowing if I will be drowning, not knowing what will happen. I jumped and I was like, okay, God, universe, I fully to 100% trust you know. Guide me to my higher self. Guide me to the reality that I have been wanting to build for myself for years. And you know what? I just see it was the right decision immediately. Let me tell you something. If you are scared of a decision, this is not a sign for you to not take that decision. This is a sign of your brain telling you, I'm scared because this is uncomfortable. I'm scared because I don't know what awaits me there. Your brain always likes to know what it already knows. To go the path you have been already going, to do what you have been already doing, because it knows, you know, it can somehow predict what will happen there. And this creates the illusion of safety in your brain, and you think, okay, if I do it like I did it ever before, everything will be all right. No, it won't. Because you don't leave yourself the room to grow. You don't trust yourself enough, you don't trust the divine enough to fully believe that you will be catched no matter what. You will be supported no matter what. You will be loved no matter what. You will be taken care of no matter what. So if you are in a situation right now, you know, you have to make a very big decision, and I'm very sure that most of you who watch this video are in a situation like this right now, because I always attract the people who are meant to hear what I say in the exact moment. This is just reality for me. You know, whenever I share something with you, you tell me, oh my God, your timing is insane. It is insane because I attract you on an energetic level and you attract me, because we are meant to learn something from each other. Nothing in this life is by coincidence, and I truly believe that. Every encounter we have, every situation we are ever facing, every person we meet, every problem we find ourselves in, nothing is a coincidence. It always has a meaning. It's either to learn, to grow, or it's a gift for you. And right now, I believe that a lot of you who are watching this video need to hear this right now from my perspective, because you know, I made this really big, this huge life-changing decision, and I'm here to tell you, you can do it too. Because if I could do, and it was really, I could cry if I think about it, if I could do it, you can too. Sometimes you just have to take a leap of faith, and you have to fully believe and trust that everything will be all right. Your fear, your anxiety, all of the things that are trying to hold you back, they will never serve you. They will never help you to become the person you want to become. They will hold you back. All of the voices from others who try to inflict these emotions of shame or guilt or negativity into you, don't listen to them. Because there's one person in my life that I asked for advice regarding this decision, and ironically, this is the person who, you know, for themselves, who took the right decision a lot of times in their life. So I realized, oh my God, they are not in alignment with the decision I make. They don't support me making that decision because they project. They see themselves when they were younger in me right now, and they project their fears, their insecurities onto me. And I was like, you know what? As much as I love you, because this was a person from my family, I was like, as much as I love them, I don't listen to you right now. Because I know what's best for me. If I feel that my soul is ready for the next step, I don't listen to you, because you are not my soul. You are my family on this earth, you know. I'm being born into your bloodline, everything is all right. But I know what is best for me. And even if I fail, I can never fail. I don't even, you know, I don't have this mindset of, oh my God, I can fail. Because even if I fail, even if I lose, even if I find myself struggling, at least I learned. And with that mindset, you can never fail, because as much as I lose, as much as I fail, I can never fail at the end of the day, because I learned something. And if I learn something, I'm growing, and that means I'm winning. You can't lose. Physically, you can't lose. You can lose money, you can lose friends, you can lose a relationship, you can lose a job. You can lose everything, but if you have the trust in yourself, if you have the faith in yourself, if you trust the divine, and if you know, no matter what happens, I am being shifted into the highest timeline. I am being guided into being and becoming my higher self. Nothing in this life will ever be able to break you. Trust me on that. No person, no rumor, no job loss, no money loss. Nothing will ever be able to break you, because you believe in yourself. yourself. You trust and you believe in yourself. And there is no way that when you internally have this mindset of I fully trust myself, I fully trust the universe, there's no way that reality will not meet you there. No way. Reality, the outer world, will always meet you where you internally at. If internally you are depressed, you don't believe in yourself, this is what being mirrored back to you on your reality. And I'm talking out of experience, because when I was depressed, this was what reality mirrored back to me. You have every reason to be depressed. You know, this person is leaving you, this person is lying to you, you have fake friends, you lose a lot of money. This was being mirrored back to me because this was my internal belief about the world. My internal belief was, oh my God, I'm a victim. I will never achieve anything. And this was being mirrored back to me. And now this is not my mindset anymore. I believe I can achieve everything. I believe I will always attract the souls who are meant to be with me. No matter where I am in the world, no matter if I isolate myself for 30 days straight, I will attract the souls who are meant for me. This is how much trust I have. I can go no wrong way, because even if I take a turn and this turn turns out to be wrong, you know, I can still redirect. I can still redirect. It's like an inbuilt navigation system. You have a goal and you are here. And you know, you have this line of driving to that goal, but even if you turn left, you are right here. The end goal, it remains the same. Maybe it will take more time then, maybe it will take more effort then, but the end goal, it remains the same. When you are about to turn your life around 180, it won't feel beautiful. Everything will start to crumble. Why? Because in order for you to create your new reality, you have to destroy the old reality. Destruction is a form of creation. Nothing new can be built on a foundation that is meant to crumble. So right now, my life, it was like this. I lost a lot of people. I lost a lot. I was at a point where I was like, I'm completely alone. I'm completely alone. What is this teaching me, you know? And then I realized it's making space for something new to enter. Because realize this, whenever you lose a lot, whether if it's friends, people, whatever, money, it's meant to be away from you so you can attract the things that are meant to be with you. But energetically, you don't have space. If you are cluttered with all of these wrong people, with this wrong friends, with this wrong job, with this wrong mindset, how are you supposed to attract the new and positive things? Everything is cluttered energetically around you. You have to make the space to allow new things to enter you. You have to make the space, you have to trust, and even if you are alone for a period of time, then so be it. Why are you afraid of being alone? You should be afraid of being with the wrong people. I was never afraid of being alone. This is why I always attracted the right people into my life. You know, people always ask me, how did you meet your friends? You know, and I'm like, I attracted them. I was never looking out for friends. I was never looking out for love. I was never looking out for anything. I attract the people into my life. I attract the opportunities into my life. And if you have this much trust that you attract everything meant to be for you, and you remain in the positive frequency of abundance, of gratitude, of joy, life has no choice but to meet you there. This is like a law. It's a law, you know? Life has no choice but to meet you where you're internally at. I talked to a friend and we weren't talking for 3 days. And then I updated them on my life situation and everything that's happening, and they were like, wow. Like, we haven't talked for 3 days and I don't even recognize your life because everything is happening like in light speeding at this point. The people I attract them at light speed. The opportunities, they are coming to me like this. The money is coming to me like this. I made that decision and everything was like, okay, here's your reward. See, you had to make that decision. It's in the best for you and everyone else involved. And if you make a decision based on your heart and mind, if you fully feel, okay, my mind and my heart is in alignment with that decision, it can never be a wrong decision. What you need to learn is just you need to let go. As a person who was always, I always wanted to control everything around me, every single situation. I wanted to feel safe. This is why I always try to control everything around me. And this is what you have to realize. The more you try to control things, the less you're going to attract the things. Why? Because you energetically show and you energetically radiate this feeling of distrust. I don't trust the reality. I don't trust the divine. This is why everything has to be under my control. If you fully trust the divine, there's no need to control anything. There's no need to force anything. There's no need to force any connection or any opportunity, because things will come to you like this. Because you fully trust that it's meant for you. If you fully trust that, like, for example, let's say you meet a person and you get along so well, and if you fully trust, okay, I feel on every level this person is kind of meant for me. Not in a delusional way, not in a like rose-tinted way, but really your souls click like this and you fully trust, oh my God, they are meant for me, then so it is. But if then again your anxiety is kicking in and you're telling yourself, oh, I have to play hard to get, I have to make them miss me, I have to do this, no. What you are radiating then is, again, I don't trust, I don't trust, I don't trust. And this is what you're attracting back. So always trust. You can't lose anything. You can't lose anything if you just trust yourself. You can't lose anything if you just trust the divine. You just radiate this feeling of security. I was in Bali. I went to this one healer. He was like a chakra healer. And the interesting thing is, so he was energetically checking up on my bodies, my chakras. And he said my root chakra and my sacral chakra are very blocked. And the interesting thing is, 3 different persons said this to me, because when I was in Istanbul, there was a very spiritual lady in a crystal shop and she told me the same. She was like, girl, your root chakra and your sacral chakra, they are blocked. I had a tarot reading with a girl. She told me the same. She was like, these 2 chakras of you are blocked. So 3 different people, without knowing from each other, told me that these 2 chakras of me are blocked. For example, the root chakra is about feeling safe. It can be blocked if you are early in life experienced that you don't feel safe. For example, you are being traumatized, you have financial problems, financial blockages, and I grew up having a lot of financial issues. These things can make a root chakra blocked. And the sacral chakra, it stands for love, relationship, creativity, and sexuality. And of course, if your root chakra is blocked, if your general view on life and safety is blocked, then you can't express your creativity, then you can't trust other people, you can't be in a fulfilling relationship because you have so much distrust that you sabotage everything unconsciously. So he kind of, he was checking up on me energetically, and then he removed these blockages. And he was like, do you know what you have to do? And I was like, what? He told me, you have to be present. What you need to do, you have to be fully attentive and put your attention in the current moment. This is what you have to do. You just have to pour love into every moment happening, because the now is all you have. And it was such an easy advice that I went out of his room and I was like, this is so easy. It seems to be so easy. But then I realized life is meant to be easy. We are not here to struggle. We are not meant to struggle. And I just need to rewire my brain. I needed to rewire my whole brain into realizing, hey, you are not here on earth to struggle. You are not here on earth to get hurt, to get traumatized. You are here to live in your full authentic self, to bloom, to connect with other people, to love, to create. We are all here on this planet to create something, whether it's another human being, if it's an idea, if it's something else. We are here to express ourselves. And I was like, wow, it's so easy. It sounds so easy because it is easy. And I'm not telling you life is always easy, because life was not always easy for me. But I'm telling you, the idea of attracting things into your life and the idea of being fully energetically aligned with your higher self is easy. It seems hard for us because we grow up in an environment that tells us you have to work hard, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to struggle. No, you don't have to struggle. You don't have to struggle. You have to struggle if that's your internal belief about life, then you have to struggle. But if your internal belief is, I attract everything with ease, then this will become your reality. And I swear to you, I went out of his office, a day after it, suddenly I got all of these ideas coming up. I was like, what is happening? It was like a switch turning in my brain, and I was like receiving things that I never received before. The hardest thing for you will be to rewire your brain constantly, because maybe you're watching this video right now, you know, because when I talk to my friends, they always say to me, oh my God, your energy is so high right now, I get goosebumps. And then they feel so good about themselves, about their life. And maybe you feel like this after you're watching a video or after you're hearing a podcast. But then you go on with your life and you are being presented the triggers in your daily life. And then you fall back into this old mindset. I know this because this is what happened to me. What I can tell you is you have to eliminate every trigger. And I don't say, you know, ignore the world around you, but I say see it out of a bird perspective. Let's say you are in school and you have this person that you don't like and they are triggering you emotionally. Instead of reacting to it emotionally, I want you to see it out of a bird perspective, okay? This is you, and this is a person trying to push your emotional buttons, like this. You have two options now. Option A is to do what you have always been doing, react emotionally, and show back to your reality, this was triggering me, and I therefore attract more of that. The second option is you think, oh my God, what an insecure personality. Why do they feel the need to make me down? Why do they feel the need to insult me? Because they are unhappy with their own life. No happy person, and I swear to you, I will put my hands into fire for this. No truly happy person ever has the time, the energy, the effort to talk bad about other people. Because they know it will energetically affect themselves the most. See it as a test. How will you react? Will you stay in the old mindset, in the same old pattern, or will you say, no, this is not who I am anymore? Actually, you don't have the power over my emotions anymore. Actually, you don't even have the power for me to even acknowledge this as a trigger anymore. Because what I see is just you are a very sad and unhappy person. And this is sad for you. So in a way, whenever someone tries to trigger me, I feel bad for them. Because I realize, okay, something in you is not in balance, so you feel the need to create this imbalance in other people. The universe will always test you. When you make a decision, and I saw this so many times with my friends, when you make a clear and conscious decision, for example, one of my friends, she once made that decision that she's completely done with a guy who broke her heart. I swear to you. We went to this healer from Istanbul, to the spiritual lady. She like energetically was like clearing her aura from him, from his energy, because she said, yeah, this guy, he's an energy vampire. He's sucking the energy out of you. Not even 24 hours later, after being months in no contact, this guy suddenly texts her. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, to my friend, I said to her, this is happening because you are being tested. How firm are you about your new belief? Do you trust yourself enough to not react to this? Or do you repeat the same old pattern? At this moment, she was not ready. She went through it again, she trusted him again, only to realize she should have, just say goodbye. I wish you everything good in your life, but I'm done. But she had to repeat this lesson because she was not ready. But now she has learned her lesson, finally. And we were talking about this and she was like, I realize now that you are so right. He came back into my life not even 24 hours after I energetically was cleansing myself from anything that is no longer serving me, because he felt on an energetic level that he can't take energy from me any longer. It was a test. Life will test you. If you choose to decide on something and one day later you get a very negative trigger, this can also be happening. For example, you choose to believe in abundance, you choose to attract more money, and one day later you receive a very, very big bill. This is not the universe punishing you or telling you, you can't manifest everything. This is being presented into your life to show and to see for the universe, are you really ready for that? Let's see, I present you something. Are you still going to emotionally react to it in a negative way, or are you ready to evolve? And you have to show the universe, I will not energetically react to this in an emotional way. I am ready to evolve. And I swear to you, if in that moment when you are being tested, you show, no, I'm ready, I will evolve, I want to evolve, everything will start to change immediately. also realized, you know, I'm the kind of person, I'm always asking for signs, I'm always looking for signs, but you asking for a sign, this alone is a sign. Let's say you are asking for a sign, can I fully trust this person? Why do we ask for it? Because if I trust my friends, I never ask for a sign if I can trust them. I only ask for a sign if a part of me within myself, my intuition, is sensing maybe you can't trust them that much. You asking for a sign is a sign. Trust your intuition. Most times you don't need signs from the outside. You need to fully believe what your inside is telling you. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I love you, and we will see each other in my next video.